Parents, oh God, parents. Not gonna lie, I love my parents. They have been there for me since day one. But, but, they become so annoying anytime it comes to
Jesus is
education. Now,
Lord.
let me remind you, I am an African, and as an African, I have African parents. And as African parents, it's your job to make sure I do not mess up at school. They are always on my neck to make sure I do my homeworks, study, complete my projects, all those boring stuffs. And that's what really pisses me off. Most especially when I bring a bad result home. Then I go home just to face my parents who
Jesus.
are probably getting ready to roast. The worst of all, my dad. Oh, the boss man himself. My dad is strict whenever it came to the aspect of reading. He always says things like, hey boy, go read your books. Why can't you be like your brother? Why are you such a dumb nah, just joking. But he does compare me to people a lot, and I really hate it. When I was in secondary school, I had an exam at the end of the term. Let's just say I did not reach my parents' expectations. So I knew what was coming for me. The whoop. I
Child.
got home with my result in my hands. My dad was already in the sitting room. He didn't even welcome me. All he asked for was, where is my result? Me shaking and my heart beating fast. I just handed it over to my dad. And after a long, weird, silence atmosphere, my dad stood up from his chair and looked at me. I could bet I saw fire in his eyes as he looked at me. Well, you know the rest. Now that reminds me, I have this friend. Let's call him Paul. He was basically the smartest guy in my class. And not only that, he was also a good looking guy. And smart kids like Paul always ended up with good grades like A's, while me always get C's or sometimes an F. Well, that's not where I'm heading to. But to spice things up, my parents knew Paul as the smartest kid in my class. And that always gave them a golden opportunity for them to say, why can't you be like Paul? Anytime I failed. And trust me, anytime they say these words, it really pissed me off. So there was this particular time I came back from school again with bad grades. For me, I didn't do that bad, but my parents just had to say, why can't you be like Paul? Does he have two heads? Now, that statement, does he have two heads, really always got on my nerves. You just know your boy wasn't happy after that. So every day I would try my best to surpass Paul in my studies. But that wasn't just working well for me. So I had to face the truth. And I told myself, I can't be what my parents want me to be. And to be honest, I'm okay with that. So after like a week, my dad called me and told me to work more hard on my studies and put in more effort. And when he was just about to mention the name Paul, boy, you bet I was ready for him. And so I immediately cut him off at that moment. I asked both of them a question. You all know Bill Gates, right? And they said, yeah, they do. And then I said, why can't you guys be like Bill Gates? Does he have two heads? No, guys, you should know I didn't say that. That would be just so disrespectful. Well, time passed by and I told my parents I did not like getting compared to others, and they promised me they will stop. But I've realized something. Parents don't compare us in order to make us look down on ourselves. They actually compare us to make sure that we are at our best and not to end up homeless. So I guess that's it. See you guys in the next video.